Now, Casino, we move on to our mid matchups. And again, these are the games where maybe half of the participants were interested in. It doesn't quite reach
Or
marquee
they're just two
status.
feisty teams playing each other.
Yeah, maybe games we expect to be better than they look on paper. Maybe teams we're just interested in watching, but not necessarily the best matchups. The first one is a game where, or the first two, I should say, were potential marquee matchups, but something about them just like, eh. Uh, Seahawks at Falcons Casino. This was the closest one that almost got to a marquee matchup. But again, Seahawks making me look foolish. Have been on a slide the past couple
3
weeks.
games.
Yeah, they were 3-0. They've fallen down 0-3 their last 3. So now they go to kind of the red hot Falcons 4-2. Kirk Cousins looking good, 9-5 this season, almost 1,600 yards and 67% completion percentage. Drake London has finally caught on. He has 428 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then you look at the Seahawks, Geno Smith, almost 70% completion percentage, almost 1,800 yards, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I feel like he's having a much better season than his numbers indicate, because when you watch him play, everything looks crisp. It looks like he gets the ball exactly where it's supposed to go. And they have the number one passing attack in the entire NFL behind the arm of Geno Smith. Who you taking in this one, Casino?
Oh, I think this is where the Falcons, again, this is just, I haven't picked an upset pick yet, but this is, I think the Falcons finally take a top of the division. I think the
Ooh.
Seahawks, with their slide, they're going on the road. They're not feeling themselves. Yes, Geno has been throwing the ball very well, but so is Kirk Cousins. I mean, primetime Cousins is now primetime Cousins. I know it's, only a 10 a.m. game for us out here on the West Coast, but I love everything that he's doing. The Falcons kind of seem to have gotten it together. I think this is another high scoring game. Um, I'm calling it 35-28.
Whoa.
I think both the quarterbacks absolutely sling the ball on their respective defenses of the other team.
Yeah, I agree. I'm picking the Falcons as well. Our scores are very similar. I'm going 31-21 Falcons, basically for all the reasons you said. I just think the Falcons better team right now. I like their running backs more. Their defense is better, and their offense the Seahawks total offense is 6. Falcons total defense is or offense, is 7th in the league. So I like Bijan, even though he hasn't really lived up to the
Bijan
hype of
Robinson.
what he should be. He's still at almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Algier is right behind him at 300
We
yards,
all
1
can't be
touchdown.
King Henry, so.
Yeah. So I do think this is a prove it game for the Falcons, and kind of a stake in the heart of the Seahawks if all of a sudden they started 3-0 and now they're 0-4 in their last couple games. Yeah, that defense also in Seattle for some reason has just each week gotten worse. When at first they started as, I think they were like a top 10 defense in that
Yeah.
3-game win streak. So I'm losing confidence in the Seahawks, but let's move on to our next game, Casino. Jets at Steelers. Who you got in this one?
Ugh. Um, yeah. I just don't want to. It's going to be the Jets. I'm going the Jets on this one. No, I don't want to. Who's starting quarterback for the Steelers? Has it come out yet? Do we know? Are you still there? Sorry, I looked away from the screen. Oh fuck a doc. I don't know. This one's gonna be close. Who are you gonna pick? Because I'm pretty much at a pick 'em, and then I will go off the other pick of what you're saying. If you're even paying attention anymore. Nope. Sorry. What I was saying is I don't know. I was gonna pick the Jets. I said the Jets first, and then it's at Pitt. Who are you picking?
Why? So you can just pick opposite of who I'm picking, or the same?
Damn near. I'm gonna go opposite because I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
do we know? Yeah, I can't find any news of if the who the starting quarterback for the Steelers is going to be.
Right, and also the Jets are talking about Devontae Adams miraculously coming back from his hamstring injury. Devontae Adams should be playing this weekend. Is he going to be up to speed? I think that's playing in a lot too because Jets are -2 in Pitt. So I don't get it. Um, I mean this game has just this game just has gross written all over it. I just don't know what to pick here. So I could go either way.
Yeah, I think
Who are
we
you going
will
with? And I will pick the opposite.
I am going Steelers. I'm
Okay,
going
then I'm
Steelers
gonna go
this one.
Jets, and I'm gonna call it 17-14. It's gross.
17-14 Jets. I do think it'll be similar to that score. I think it'll be low scoring. I think both the Jets and Steelers right now 12th defense in the league, Jets 5th in the league in total defense. So the issues with both these teams has not been the defense. The offense, however, passing is 27th in the league for Justin Fields. That's why they're potentially making the switch for Russell Wilson. Who knows? I think they're going to try to play that close to the vest. I'm assuming we're recording this on Thursday. I'm assuming by Friday night, Russell Wilson will be starting this game. So that's
And
why,
that's why I think I wanna go Jets here, even if Devontae Adams gets into the mix and not 100% understanding the playbook. Um, he knows Aaron Rodgers, they got a good thing going together, so ugh. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just gonna go Jets. I think it's gonna be a nasty game. Um, go Steelers. I'm doing the reverse jinx. I want the Jets are gonna win. Steelers are gonna win.
The Jets are still 2-4. Steelers 4-2. Does this is again the Sunday night football game. So does Devontae Adams significantly change this offense from being 12th in the league in passing? Now all of a sudden, are they going to be a top 5 passing offense? I doubt it, but I do think they'll be better. I don't know if significantly better because again, Devontae Adams for the Raiders, it's not like he was having this crazy good season. And again, when you look at Rodgers,
And he's
9
coming back from a
touchdowns.
calf or a hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, exactly. Rodgers, 62% completion percentage, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, coming off arguably his best game of the season because that Monday night game, he was actually pretty good. Uh, yeah, I'm picking the Steelers 21-14. I like Casino said, I think this will be an ugly game. I feel like every Sunday night football game for some reason this year has been ugly. They've been weird. Something weird has happened. I can see something weird happening in this game, much like the Monday night game we just watched. So
Don't worry, I
yeah.
will have an upset pick. Don't worry.
So yeah, I'm going Steelers in this one, 21-14. I think we're gonna expect defense in this game, and that's basically what we're gonna get. Maybe also this will be one of those instances where it's like, oh, Devontae Adams is back. Let me try to force the ball to him.
Ball to him. Interception.
Yeah, or drop passes, overthrown balls. Steelers also know he's going to try to force the ball to him. So I don't know. I'm picking Steelers. Next up, the other Monday night game we just talked about. Chargers at Cardinals. This is mid just because Cardinals are fun to watch, especially at home. And Chargers, I mean, they're not
Mhm.
fun to watch, but they're still a good team. So who you got in this one, Casino? Chargers 3-2 at the 2-4 Cardinals.
I'm going to go the Cardinals. So this is technically an upset, but it's not my upset of the week. It's because they're at home. They're feisty. They're in games. The Chargers, I don't know what they are all the time. Like I know that they're a run team. Their defense, they have an identity, but that doesn't mean that they're working. I mean, it's the first year with uh, Harbaugh back in the NFL, trying to fix this team. So that's kind of where I'm leading. I think the Cardinals will get it done simply just because they're at home and they've been right there in the realm of winning games, but just not finishing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
Chargers are 3-2, Cardinals are 2-4. Like, I think they both end this week.
Three wins.
Yeah, with 3 wins. So,
All right. And I'll tell you what, Murray actually not having a bad season. 68% completion percentage, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So he's playing much better than the record indicates. Again, funny how they have a defensive coordinator and he has the 28th ranked defense in the league. And people can say, oh, he doesn't have talent on defense and all this kind of stuff. He was a defensive coach that if he got one stop in the Super Bowl, his team wins the Super Bowl. So funny how the guy who couldn't stop a nosebleed in the Super Bowl now has a top 5 worst defense in the league. Of course, talking about Murph from Impractical Jokers. But Cardinals 5th in the league in total rushing. Chargers 3rd in the league in total defense. Chargers still 31st in the league in total passing, which is
yeah.
crazy that they have Herbert, who also 64% completion percentage, 815 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's having a good season. They just never have him throw the ball, which is the Harbaugh way. I still believe in Harbaugh. I think, again, the coaching mismatch in this game is going to be why the Chargers win this game. I'm going to say they win it comfortably. I'm going to say 28 to let's go 17. 28 to 17 Chargers. What was your score for the Cardinals Casino?
Shit. Let's go. Let's go 18 to 15. There's a safety in there somewhere, or it's all field goals.
There you go. Let's
just a random number.
Our last mid matchup this week, Casino, is the game tonight on Thursday Night Football. We are picking the Broncos at the Saints. Who you got in this one?
God, this is a bad.
Denver 3-3, Saints 2-4.
I don't want to watch this game tonight, but it's going to be on. I mean, I'm just going to have it on, right?
Yeah.
I can't even find it here on the list because it's just so bad apparently that it's not going to even pop up. Actually, truly, I don't even see it on the list. Oh, there it is. So Broncos. I'm going to go Saints just because they're at home.
This is also the Sean Payton return game. This is his first time coaching against.
Yeah, so he'll lose.
The Saints right now, we're rocking the 32nd ranked defense in the league. The Broncos have the 9th ranked defense. Both these offenses, obviously bottom of the league. Saints are only as high as they are right now because of those 2 weeks where they were just getting 50 or 45 to 50 points a game those first 2 weeks. Kamara 426 yards has kind of fallen off the last couple weeks. Is Derek Carr playing in this game or is it still Spencer Rattler?
I think it's Rattler still.
This is going to be a bad Thursday night game, and which is surprising because we've had nothing but good Thursday night games. So yeah, Spencer Rattler is going to start the next probably 3 games with Derek Carr being out. I think he's a stomach it's an oblique injury is keeping him out for minimum a month. So yeah, this will be Spencer Rattler versus Bo Nix. Gross.
Joy.
Yeah. But the Broncos should win this game because, again, the Broncos are playing the worst defense with a top 10 defense. So I'm expecting this to be all Broncos. This might be my blowout of the week, but I don't trust them to have a significant offensive performance. So I think this will be an ugly game, much like Steelers Jets. So I'm going to pick the same score I did for Jets Steelers and go 21-14.
17-14 Saints.
17-14 Saints. We have a lot of different games this week, Casino.
I know. We need to.